Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this session we are going to perform learning assignment 4 where we are going to update list item with SharePoint REST API using Postman tool. So to do that we are following 4 steps process. Let's look into that 4-step process. So guys, this is the 4-step process which you already aware about it. So whenever we are working with any of the REST API, we must have to get the endpoint, then we have to identify the request header, then we have to identify the request body, and then we can specify the access bearer token. And with the help of these 4 steps, we are performing the HTTP operations using REST API. So now let's proceed further and open the Postman tool where we can perform this particular assignment. So guys, we are into the Postman tool. So now let's create a new request over here, that is HTTP request. And over here we will perform the first step where we will specify the endpoint. So we will write HTTP as this is going to be the same URL but little bit of twist over here. Here you need to specify the ID of the item which you want to update. So for this case I am going to update the first item which we have created in our earlier session. Now we are done with the step 1. Now let's go back to the headers section, that is our step 2 where we can provide the headers value. So let's select headers, and over here you need to specify the same value except then application/JSON. Then over here we need to specify content type and then specify the value application JSON semicolon OData equal to verbose. Now we are done with the step 2. In the step 3 we need to define the body, and this time we have to specify the body as it is, as we are going to update the list item. So for this case I am going to select over here raw, and then we will build the body over here. So for that we need to specify curly braces, double quotes, underscore metadata. This is going to be the same, and over here we need to specify curly braces, and then over here we need to specify type, this is the key, and then we need to specify our list name. If you remember that, what is our list name? It is sp.data. And over here the name even underscore x0020 underscore registration. This was our list name. Why we have written this value? Because it is a representation of the space inside the SharePoint. If we are using a space inside the SharePoint, then the internal name is being replaced with this value which is representing the space that you already aware about it. But I have reminded the concept. Over here we are missing one thing. We have to specify the list item. So this is going to be the complete name of our SharePoint list whenever we are working with the SharePoint REST API. Now the next thing is what thing we want to update. That field we have to specify over here. So I want to update our batch information. So this candidate told that I don't want to attend batch 1, I want to attend batch 2. Over here we can tell batch, and then we need to specify the value that is going to be batch. So we are done with our step. So now let's perform step 4 where we need to specify the bearer token. So for this case we need to come inside the headers, and over here we need to authorization, and we need to grab the access token. So let's grab it. We will copy this token and come back here, and then we need to specify bearer and paste it. Now we have done with the step 4. Now one important thing, it is very important, we must have to assure that what kind of operation we are going to perform. This is not a get operation. This is going to be the patch operation, because we are manipulating the data which is already existing there, and to do the manipulation we must have to select patch. Now we are done with our REST query. So let's click on send button. Now it has sent the response, and the response is an error. Over here it is telling that 412 precondition failed. So it means that we are missing one of the headers, and what that information is, we need to also specify if-match. We need to select this one, and over here we need to specify star. And guys, this particular header configuration which we were missing, and because of that reason it was failing. So now let's execute again, send, and this time it has returned 204, no content. That means it has updated it. So let's go back to the SharePoint list and verify it. And guys, over here you will find that it has updated to batch 2. Now let's do again for batch 3. I will come over here, select the body, and this time I am going to specify batch 3, as well as I am going to tell that I wanted to specify level of knowledge. Over here we need to specify intermediate, and click on send. Now again let's go back to the SharePoint and verify the list item which we have updated just now. So we are into the SharePoint list, and over here we will click on refresh, and you will find that the badge gets updated as well as level of knowledge gets updated. So now let's go back to the Postman tool. Make sure to save your work. Over here, this was our earlier work. We need to save it. It is going to be the read list item, and this is inside the Postman SharePoint REST API collection. Save it, and this one also we need to save it, and this is going to be the update list item, and click on save. So guys, this is what I wanted to demonstrate you in this session. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.